What's going on, everyone? My name is Impulse, and welcome back to Hermitcraft. It feels good to have a normal intro, doesn't it? And we are back here on the Empire server, as you know. Yet to get the rift back open and go back home, although that is a top priority for us, of course. But until then, we are building up the Hermit Empire, and I've named it Hermitopia, as you know. But in order to be officially part of Hermitopia, we now have a bit of a machine here that we need to go in and officially become a member. We need to join Hermitopia officially. So let's step on into this machine that I think Green has made for us, and we will officially join the ranks of all the hermits in Hermitopia here. Well, that was a little anticlimactic. What happened? I didn't really hear anything go off. Hang on. Am I shorter? am I shorter? Like, these two blocks either got bigger behind me or I'm indeed shorter. Well, that's fitting for a dwarf, isn't it? A beardless dwarf at that. That's another thing I hope we can figure out soon. I do not feel right without having a beard. My chin is cold. Am I shorter? All right, well, we'll roll with it. Makes sense. Anyway, tag also has been started here, and I'm not exactly sure how this one works. I'm going to have to ask, but before we would have to enter our name into tag, and now it's just got random stuff in the dropper. Okay, so I think that's only for the person that's currently been tagged, which I'm not actually sure who is tagged at the moment, but we have ourselves a thunderstorm. I hope my villagers are safe. So last episode I dumped off about a chest of blocks, emerald blocks, and I wanted to see how much was left, and it's looking like we're down to 5 stacks already because the hermits have been here in Hermitopia trading like crazy, getting all the gear and everything they need. So I guess that means I better get back to running the pillager raid farm, and unfortunately I have to do it manually for now. I'm still short. I have to do it manually for now because I don't have a beacon, and yeah, I will starve to death if I try to run that thing and walk away and leave it overnight or something like that. Ooh, got a trash can. Nice. Ooh, free stay at Stupor Saloon Inn. Hermits welcome. Interesting. Okay, already advertising apparently happening here in Hermitopia. Anyway, so I know that Jevin, I think, and I don't know where they are, but Jevin acquired at some point in time some wither skulls, and I talked to him and said, hey, can we maybe make a beacon that we can move around to where it's needed? And so whenever I run the raid farm, I can grab it and take it over there. And, ooh, geez, beef farm. We got everything going on already. Look at this place. And he said, absolutely. So I'm going to meet up with Jevin once I'm done getting distracted by all these things. And we're going to fight a wither. And I think we might even have Tango join us as well. We'll see. Hi, Tango.
Okay. Hi. I have a serious gear deficit. Nice sweater, Jeff. I love it.
Thank you.
But how serious are we talking?
Well, I mean, I have diamond legs and diamond boots that are unenchanted.
There's diamond gear around
I have an iron sword.
Though.
I have no bow. So yeah, if someone had a diamond hat that was enchanted, I'm gonna be backup. My plan is backup aerial support. Okay. That's okay. So how are we doing this?
Al Natural. We're gonna go out to the desert behind Jimmy's. We're gonna spawn a wither and hope we kill it and he doesn't kill us.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Time.
Here we go. We all get credit for it at least. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. Jev's the bait. I think. Well, no, I'm now he's on me, I think. Yeah, I think he's on me. Don't worry, I got this strat down.
Yeah, we got this.
Okay.
We Twitch rivals, baby.
Remember,
Twitch rivals.
I was gonna say Twitch rivals has taught us well.
Oh, it is like I shot my bow for the first time. I think I hit this guy once.
Here we go.
Jevin, I think.
This place is getting messy.
Don't hit me, that's bad.
We decided to do the desert as he's breaking all the ground.
Go! Get!
Uh-oh.
The aim is so bad!
Okay.
Why is their hitbox so thin?
This is great. This is a good parkour challenge for me. I'm tired of running here, okay? There's barely any ground left for me. Oh gosh, he's at half. He's at half.
He's involved.
Get him. him, get him. I'm still moving, I'm still
He's
moving.
running.
Still moving.
I can't catch him.
Come on, come on.
I know.
Come on, guys, I need your help here. Oh no, oh no. Come on. Gotta go.
Get him.
It's on you, it's on you. This is going swell. Uh-oh.
Yeah, swimmingly.
We got this. We got this. He's almost there, Tango.
Come here, bugger.
Going down with the ship.
Going down! He hits the totem!
Totem one deployed.
Oh no, Tango, you better get another totem on you, dude!
Run, Tango, run.
Totem's on, totem's on.
And, oh,
Got him.
yes! Here it is, here it is.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna die. No, 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 die! Oh, saved!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That was horrendous.
I was almost dead.
That was stressful.
And just like that, beacon acquired. Perfect. We've got it set to resistance and regen, which is what we need here, mainly the regen part for when we get starving. It'll keep us alive, and now that means that we can AFK, which is good because we're out of emeralds once again. I mean, the Hermits are really, really tearing through these emeralds, so I guess I need to do a little bit more AFK in here, get some emeralds stored up, and then we need to move on to another project for today. Every time I go into F5 mode, I keep being reminded of how short I am. This is so weird. And also my bald face. Can't take it anymore. Anyway, we got another project that we want to get to today, of course, and another farm to build up in Hermitopia. So, first, we AFK. This will be riveting footage. Well, decided I'd stop AFKing at a cool 100 levels of XP, and let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Double chest, easy mode, and yeah, even the next one. And the next one got some as well. Oh yeah. Oh, we're good. We're good. All right, so they're already asking in chat. Pearl's asking, are we out of emeralds? So they need them. I need to go ahead and craft these into blocks so I can transport them easily, and I will bring these back to Hermitopia. And yeah, this is, I just can't run this farm enough, it seems. We are tearing through emeralds over in Hermitopia. Looks like our villager trading hall is getting bigger each and every day. And let's see, usually we store all the emeralds. Yeah, they're all gone. They're all gone. Well, luckily the emerald fairy has arrived, and I'll just drop them off in there so we can get back to trading. Wow, we've got a lot going on in here, including these guys, which could come in handy. I have something I actually need these guys for today. And as I walk past them all, they're making a bit of a mess because that's right, I have hero of the village, and they're all just throwing me goodies as I walk up to them. Well, since I am your hero, I would love it if you guys could hook me up with some free books. What do you think? What do you think? Yes, thank you. There you go. There you go. Free books. How about you guys? Free books? Free books? I'll take them. There we go. That's right. Acknowledge me as your hero. Oh, it's good to be a short hero. Yeah, look how much shorter I am than these guys. Oh, all right. Anyway, before we make even more of a mess in here, yeah, let's go ahead and put these books away. There you go. They can use them for later. I want to pick an area out for our farm that we're going to be building today. We're not going to get into anything crazy here, but as you can see, we are starting to work on the shell a little bit of this place. And there's a material that nobody's using, and that's because it's not easy to get. And that is concrete. So I am thinking I could make a little concrete maker right here next to Grian's mud maker. And yeah, we'll just use this platform here that's already here. It's going to be about the same size, maybe a little bit bigger. I came up with my own custom design with a little splash, we'll call it. And yeah, I think it'll be really helpful for the Hermits if I can get a bunch of concrete together for them. And we'll also need to get like a dye farm. I think False might be tackling that, so I need to talk to her as well. But before we can build up the machine, we need the raw materials needed to make concrete, which everybody knows is sand and gravel. So, well, time to go diggy diggy. right, we are back from collecting some sand and some gravel, and it went, wait, hang on a second, hold on, oh, okay, that's a little bit better. And it went really well. Look at this, we've got 4 shulker boxes full of sand, really easy to gather in the desert, and then we went to the nether, actually, to try to get some of this gravel. Figure we get a 2-for-1 there, because look at that, we got some ancient debris too, which means we can upgrade a few of our tools or armor, whatever we want to do there. And that's, yeah, we're good to go. We're good to go. I think we got enough material to get things started. And I am going to make this guy, I think right here, I think I'm going to extend this out just a little bit. And we will put it so it's kind of like you can step this way, use concrete, step this way, and use mud. Actually, where do you actually use the mud machine at? I don't even know. Hang on, let me take a look at this a little more in detail before I make this decision here. All right, so it looks like this is actually meant to be used standing over here. You place the block against that right there, and then that will use the water to spit it out, and then you harvest it, and it goes in here. And so if I want to basically just be able to turn around and use a concrete maker instead, I would need to come out this way just a bit. So let's extend this out. All right, so since this is going to be a custom concrete maker design, I thought maybe we could do a little problem solving together here and basically go step by step through the process of how we can design something that's going to work here. So step 1, I'm not going to do TNT duping. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't want to also have to gather a bunch of resources to make TNT. So we're going to skip the whole blast chamber TNT explosion of concrete collection idea. And instead I want to make one that we can just use our own pickaxes, and it's going to have a system to make sure that we don't break our pickaxes. So we're going to have to keep that in mind as part of the design. But first things first is I want to put together a system that as we place our powdered concrete here, we are going to have it renewed automatically. So we're going to need some sort of observer to see that we've placed a block and then give us a new one. So first off, let's set up how it's going to be collected once it's turned into concrete. And I'm looking at this because I kind of want to line this up. So if we're working right here, then we would want a chest next to it and actually face that hopper into the chest so that the output of this whole thing will end up right there in that chest. So we said we wanted to observe the placing of the block, which means we need to take an observer right there. And now that will do it. That will send out a signal right here anytime we actually place a block right there. And although you couldn't see it, that would have lit up and we need to detect that. I've decided I'm going to put a dropper facing up here and that we can stand on. And that's actually going to shoot the concrete powder up into our inventory. And because of that, that raised us up a block, which means everything we just built, we need to raise up a block as well. So the goal is to get this dropper to fire, right? It's going to have all of our concrete powder in it, waiting to fill our inventory up as we place blocks. So in order to do that, we can take the fact that this observer is going to change state as it detects that block and run it downwards. And then all we need to do is put a redstone dust right here, and that will power that block right there. And since it's adjacent to that, it should, when we place a block down, fire up another one into our inventory, which it did. Right, you can see I placed a block down, I had a full stack, and it shot one out, and I have a full stack once again. Okay, so the next problem to solve is, how is this going to turn to actual concrete, right? It has to touch water, basically, and usually if we're going to encase water, that means that we got to use a lot of blocks. Well, because of 119 and being able to waterlog leaves, we can now just do this and the water won't spill out anywhere. And look at that, because it turned into concrete, it updated that observer and we had another one shoot out here, which is perfect. So actually at the moment, this is a working concrete maker, although we are missing something. There's nowhere to really place the block that easily. I mean, I could place it on this leaf, but that's not great. So what I'm going to do instead is I brought, where did I put it? Some obsidian. And that means that most likely we won't be able to break the block behind it. As we sit here and try to do this whole thing where we hold both buttons on our mouse down and we're basically placing and breaking at the same time. And every once in a while we will hit that back block there, but it shouldn't break because it's obsidian. So yeah, here we go. We've done it. This is it. We've got a working concrete generator. That was about as simple as you can possibly do. But I'm not willing to call this done because you can't like AFK at it, right? Like I want to be able to just press down both buttons and then walk away, which you can do if you hit F3T and while it's reloading the screen, let your hand off your mouse and you can walk away. Like right now, I'm not touching my mouse. See? But of course, if I left long enough, it's gonna break my amazing pickaxe here, which would be terrible. So we're not gonna stop here. We got some more work to do, some more engineering to do, and basically what I'd like to have happen is find a way to have my pickaxe never break. And because it has mending on it, we can actually use that in conjunction with another little thing we have, which is bottles of enchanting. So the idea now is every once in a while, I just wanted to shoot a bottle of enchanting at me while I'm here working, and just enough to keep the pickaxe solid here. So it doesn't need to happen too often. We don't want to waste these. These aren't cheap, of course. And we wanted to kind of just match the amount of durability that we're using. So we need to build up a little counter system here in the back that basically understands, okay, you've broken about 30 concrete. That means it's probably time to hit that pickaxe with a little bit of XP. So I'm going to build up a little counter mechanism back here. It's actually a really cool design done by my friend Casildus over on the Mazuma Games channel. And it's pretty brilliant, actually. So the counter is in place, and I put a few blocks in here. These are our counter blocks. So basically, it's going to count to 32, and then once that reaches 32, this torch is going to go on. A signal is going to go up overhead and activate this dispenser, which is exactly where we need to put all of our bottles of enchanting, which I'm going to get it more and probably really stock this thing so that a full-blown AFK session would be good. It would actually help if I tested with a fully repaired pickaxe here, so I think I'll go down and just do a little bit of villager trading, make sure that's 100%, so that we can see for sure that 32 is a good number for this. We'll definitely have to test it out. If you're interested in how this counter works, I'm going to have a hard time explaining it, so I'm going to send you on over to Casildus' channel, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. But basically, as the counter expires there, we have an item that gets transferred over, and it resets everything based off of this clock. And that's it. Yeah, that's the best I can explain it. So Casildus does a better job over on the Mazuma Games channel, as I said. And check that out. This is a perfect mechanism for what we need to do here. And finally, we're missing one other thing here, and that is if we want to just like really go ham with an AFK session, I think we should add a little bit extra storage. So maybe do a hopper here and then a chest here. So basically, this is like our input chest, and then this is our output chest. So we can take all of our like white concrete that we want to make and pop it in here, and it'll feed through and up into our inventory as we are AFKing. And then, yeah, it'll end up in this one when we're done. So now I think we need to test it. I mean, that should really be it. Fairly simple, right? So I'm going to go repair my pickaxe, and then we'll take it for a little test run and see if the 32 items is actually good enough for fully repairing our pickaxe as we go. That actually worked out really good because we were able to trade for bottles of enchanting to repair the pickaxe. So we'll pop those in there. They'll probably come in handy. And then I think what we should do is take a little bit of that white concrete powder, place it in our offhand, and yeah, let's give this a go. So we just start off by right clicking there, and then both mouse buttons will go down. We will F3T, and I'll just chill out here for a little bit and see if the pickaxe can keep up. There is one slight problem I'm already noticing, and that is I am getting more concrete powder in my inventory than I'm using, and that's because every once in a while that observer is clicking twice. It's clicking once for when I place it and once for when I break it if I don't break it fast enough. So yeah, haste beacon would probably be able to fix that, or else we're gonna have to come up with another redstone solution to kind of lock that dropper for an extra half a tick or so that we don't get 2 clicks out of it. And from the sounds of it, I've already exhausted the entire bunch that I put in there because the dispenser is no longer shooting anymore in my inventory. So I'm waiting to see if the XP will activate one more time, because the pickaxe is a little bit worn from this session, and that looks like it's it. Okay, we better go before we break the obsidian. And how's the counter doing? Looks like I might have messed something up here. You all saw exactly what went wrong, didn't you? There's no actual activating this dropper right here. There was no counter. We forgot to put a block right there. Well, redstone on camera, that is exactly why we don't usually do it. Forget a block right there. That would have done the trick. Okay, so now that that's there, the counter should work, and I think we're gonna need to put in some new concrete and try this again. And I think I'll steal a few bottles out of here. Let's see if that's gonna be enough to repair our pickaxe. Okay, so this is a bit of an experiment on its own. Looks like it's gonna take about 7 or 8 of these bottles of enchanting to repair my pickaxe. There it is, that was 8. So we would have needed that to fire off 8 times during that whole thing. And we did about 8 stacks, I think, almost, of white concrete. So yeah, maybe we don't even need it to go off every 32. It might be more of every stack. We'll find out. First things first, let's make sure our counter is actually working. So I'll place 1, and then hopefully we see, yes, okay, now it's moving over. Yeah, it kind of helps to actually power the dropper. Test number 2, here we go. All right, there a bottle of enchanting just went off. Looks like it repaired our pick pretty good. We'll see if it continues to do that, though, over the next couple rounds. Okay, another one went off, but it didn't fully repair the pickaxe, so over the course of time, we may actually be losing durability. Okay, there we go. Sounds like we did all of them except for the extra ones that ended up in our inventory there. Oh, and we do need to worry about this. Looks like we do have a little bit of a spraying out all over the place, and if we were AFK, these would all despawn, which wouldn't be good. So I think what we need to do is kind of build up a little bit of a room around us, and that would also be good for the people that are AFKing to stay safe in, make sure no mobs are going to get them. But yeah, otherwise, I think we're good here. I think this is about perfect. And if we're looking at the durability, we did lose, looks like 41 overall. The other thing I thought of was, I hope all my armor and stuff was perfectly repaired. We did fly down and back up, so might have had a little bit of repair happening to the elytra on the first couple bottles. And after that, it should have been just all going to the pickaxe. So I think probably just removing a little bit more of the netherrack so that these shoot a little more often. I mean, it's not like we're tearing through them or anything, so that should be fine. I think we can afford it. Otherwise, I would say, yeah, this thing is ready to be used. I can put some signs on it that teach the hermits how to activate it, and then they can come up here and harvest whatever concrete they need. All right, I think this will do. We got a sign so that everybody knows what this is. Got a couple instructions here, and put concrete powder into this chest. Here's your sand and gravel if you want to make the concrete powder, and then here is the concrete output in the side here. Also added this door, and I did a little trick here where it's actually in open state. You can see it looks like it's closed right now, but if you look on the far right towards the bottom, it actually says open equals true, which means that while you're actually in here, the door seems to be open. If another mob, like a zombie that can open doors, tries to come in, he's just going to think it's already open and get confused and not try to get at you. So you are actually safe in here. Snuck in a little bit of lighting in here as well, so we don't have to worry about something waiting for you as you open that door. And we should be good to go. It's all closed off now, so concrete shouldn't be spitting out anywhere. And that's it. That was like really, really simple, right? Just needed to come up with a little solution so we don't have to use TNT. And thanks to our supply of bottles of enchanting, this totally works. So another successful day here in Hermitopia, another farm added to the stack. And I'd say next step is to start making this whole place look good. We are working on a design for the shell of this thing, and it's going to be awesome when we're all done. And there's just so many farms tucked in, and we're going to be able to start selling some goodies soon. Also, do need to talk to False about the dyes. It's going to be critical in order for us to get all the different concrete colors that we need. And yeah, there's just a lot to do still. But like I said in the beginning of the episode, yeah, we want to start thinking about how the heck we're going to get that rift open, because, you know, I kind of missed my dwarven cave, and my chin is still cold. But that's going to do it for us today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you do that before you go. And with that said, I'll see you again next time. Have a good one, everyone.